Welcome to Sira Farm, where we teach you various types of agriculture. So today we will talk about 12 basic principles in fish farming. After watching this video, if you have any questions about the video, you can drop it in comments section and I will reply you immediately. Please, I want to subscribe to this channel and receive free consultation about your farming business. You can also send messages on WhatsApp, Facebook, Gmail, because we want to know you and be a partner with you. Our contact is on the description and comments section. Let's start the video. Modern fish farming started in Nigeria in 1964 when an officer was seconded from British Agriculture Department to initiate fisheries investigations. Fish farming is a very lucrative business. It however requires a lot of expertise for manipulation of the various activities. Fish farming procedures involves the following: 1. Site selection. 2. Pond construction. 3. Liming. 4. Impoundment/flooding. 5. Fertilization. 6. Stocking. 7. Feeding. 8. Water quality management. 9. Management of health and diseases. 10. Harvesting the fish. 11. Monoculture. 12. Polyculture. 1. Site selection. Proper selection of site is probably the most important factor in the success of a fish farm. Site selection will depend on the kind of fish farm you plan to use. For pond construction, you need to consider the following factors: soil type, quality and quantity of the water available, and the requirements for filling and drainage of the pond. 2. Pond construction. The vast majority of freshwater fish are raised in ponds are usually located on land with a gentle slope. They are rectangular, circular, or square-shaped, have well-finished dikes and bottom slopes. The pond should be drainable in case of harvesting of the fish. Side slopes should be 2:1 or 3:1, which allow easy access, will not encourage vegetation to grow, and helps to reduce erosion problems. Depending on the site, fish pond could be embankment ponds, excavated pond, diversion ponds, or barrage ponds. 3. Liming. Liming of ponds after construction involves the addition of lime substances to pond bottom. The dosage varies depending on the lime type and pond conditions. Liming increases the pH of the pond. Lime not only kills harmful animals and plants but also eliminates pathogenic bacteria. Liming also enhances the utilization and release of certain nutrients from the pond bottom. Some of the commonly used limes include quicklime, slaked lime, and agricultural lime. 4. Impoundment/flooding. Impoundment/flooding is the introduction of water into pond prior to stocking. Water level should reach about 1.5 in a pond. It is important that sufficient water is available to fill all ponds within a reasonable period of time and to maintain the same pond level. This water should be changed from time to time due to deterioration water quality parameters such as dissolved oxygen, carbon dioxide, nitrite, nitrate, NH3, turbidity, total alkalinity, and total hardness should be checked thorough before impounding. Get Sira Farm Fish ebook in the description and comments section. This is ebook talk how to hatch fish in any weather, and also the ebook talk feed nutrition and disease management. So you don't have to worry if you are a beginner or you are planning to start fish farming business. Get Sira Farm Fishery ebook in the description and comments section. 5. Fertilization. Fertilization of pond is the addition of fertilizers in form of organic or inorganic into the fertilization is aimed at developing natural food organisms and saving artificial feeds. Fertilization supplies the phytoplankton with the materials essential for photosynthesis. As the phytoplankton photosynthesis and reproduce, zooplankton, which feed on zooplankton, phytoplankton, and benthos also flourish. Organic manures include animal faces, urine of livestock, poultry, night soil, green manure, compost, etc., while organic manures often used in pond. Fertilization includes superphosphate, etc. Application rate varies for each of the manure type. 6. Stocking. When selecting fish species suitable for farming, various biological and economic factors are important. These includes market price and demand for such fish, the growth rate of such species of fish, ability of the fish to reproduce in captivity, simple culture of the young fish, larvae or fingerlings, match between available fish feeds and the food preference of the selected fish species. Stocking density of fish varies from 3 to 8 fish 1 square meter. A farmer could either practice any farming method such as monoculture or polyculture. 7. Monoculture. Monoculture is the production of the same type of fish species on the same pond. In monoculture, only one species of fish is raised in the pond. In monoculture, it is easier to give certain supplementary feeds to the fish as there is only one fish species. However, a single disease may kill all fish in the pond. Examples include tilapia pond. 8. Polyculture. This refers to the production of more than one species of fish within an enclosure, pond/fish tank, during a particular production cycle. The increased production with polyculture as compared with monoculture is achieved by two effects: the better use of pond resources and the synergy between the two species such as tilapia and catfish. In addition to better use of pond resources in the pond, the feed given as supplement is also better used. The clarias, for example, mainly consume the fragments of rice husks, wheat bran and other similar feed ingredients, while the tilapias filter suspended and floating particles. By consuming tadpoles, frogs, and wild fish, the clarias eliminates the tilapia competitors. While on the other hand, the tilapias consume part of the floating vegetation of the pond. Get Sierra Farm Fish ebook in the description and comments section. This is ebook talk how to hatch fish in any weather, and also the ebook talk feed nutrition and disease management. So you don't have to worry if you are a beginner or you are planning to start fish farming business. Get Sierra Farm Fishery ebook in the description and comments section. 9. Feeding. There are two types of food in the pond which the fish can eat to grow: naturally produced fish food inside the pond and supplemented fish food supplied from outside the pond to the fish. Natural foods include algae, phytoplankton, and tiny animals, zooplanktons. Supplementary feeds are often formulated using a combination of the various feed ingredients, such as fish meal, soybean, etc. Feed ingredients are prepared, mixed, and palletized into sizes and shapes required by the fish. Fish should be fed 3 to 8 times daily with 3 to 5% of their body weight. Fish should be fed at the same time and in the same part of the pond. Feeding should be done in the late morning and early afternoon when dissolved oxygen levels are high, so fish have enough time to recover from the high oxygen demanding feeding activity before nightfall. Fish should not be overfed and feeding should stop at least 1 day before breeding, harvesting or transporting them. 10. Water quality management. Water quality is closely related to fish growth and yield. During production, water color is the indicator of water quality, and there are various means of controlling water quality: feeding and manuring, use of aerators, adding fresh water, and turning the pond silt. Water quality parameters such as dissolved oxygen, carbon dioxide, nitrate, ammonium nitrate, total alkalinity, total dissolved solids, TDS, should be monitored from time to time. This is because fish have optimum level of tolerance for each of these factors. 11. Management of fish health and diseases. High and stable fish yields can be ensured through the daily routine of pond management, which should be performed carefully, diligently, and unremittingly throughout the rearing period. The principle of fish disease control is prophylaxis. Prevention is better than treatment. In the event of an outbreak of disease, fish should be treated in the early stages. Because of complexity of their environment, fish are susceptible to viral, bacterial, fungal, and parasitic infections. An outbreak of disease jeopardizes regular aquaculture and threatens fish yields. Therefore, controlling disease is one of the most vital tasks in fish culture. Good nutrition and proper water quality. with plenty of dissolved oxygen, are the most important factors for good fish health, needed to cope with diseases. 12. Harvesting the fish. The final phase in fish farming cycle is the harvest and possible sale of the fish. When most of the fish are big enough to be eaten or sold, harvesting could either be total,